Hello there, welcome back to Simon's Shed. It's finally time for another layout update. Yes, I've got around to doing some more work on the layout, so thank you very much for your patience and bearing with me. Oliver's behind the camera trying to make me laugh. But I'm a professional, so I won't do that. Yeah, so as I say, thanks for staying subscribed, bearing with me. I have now done a good burst of work on the layout, and I think without further ado, let's show you what I've been up to. Caught red-handed, dapole signal disaster, and lots more progress at Arley. Okay, it is blowing a gale outside, so you'll have to excuse the noise of various branches hitting the shed, if that's coming through on the sound. So first, let's catch up with what's been done since the last update, which at this point in time is actually very little in terms of actual progress. Last time I built the signal box and the platform. So the platform is now stuck down, and you saw me do the sort of layout for the next bit, which is this side of Arley station, and I've stuck down these two bits of track, which are the two sidings, and as I mentioned, it's not going to be working track. I've literally just run the two bits of track together and run it into the main layout. So from a distance at least, it looks like it's all connected together. I've done a bit more static grass and bushes behind the platform. Still needs a bit of patching up, as some weird colours coming through in places, but we can sort that. You may have seen on Twitter or Facebook, I had a little project building some sheds. So these are just a little wooden kit of a couple of sheds. Nice little kit. And I've also made the sort of brick building myself, just out of card and brick paper, which sits behind there, behind the siding there. You can see the little window at the front. So those are stuck down as well. And other than that, I have so far just been buying supplies. So in terms of the supplies, we've got a couple of the dapole working signals, the GWR versions, and we need one at either end of Arley platform. And we've got things like platform fencing, and these little, I need one of these little lamp huts to match something that's at the end of Arley platform. So the next task, I'm not going to wire it up just yet electronically. I'm just going to get it sitting in place, and we can connect it up later. I have to, it's been a while, I have to remind myself how I actually did that on Bodnam Woods, which is still sitting up here, winched up to the ceiling. But you can just see that there's one of the dapole signals coming down, and you have to connect it to a certain type of relay to get the right sort of low voltage connection to get it to trigger. So I'll remind myself how to do that. But first, I managed to find the actual drill bit that I bought specifically for drilling out the right size hole for the dapole signals, so we can get that done. And I've been using this off-cut bit of plastic just to check where this actually comes out below, so it doesn't foul any of the track, because remember, there is a track under there which is the return loop. You can see it disappearing there underneath, and it turns around and back up to there, but fortunately it doesn't hit that. So yeah, we'll get the signal in place and then start decorating the platform, doing some more static grass, and generally getting this side of things moving again. Quick update on progress in this area. This track and this track are now ballasted, and the ballast is stuck down. Got a few bits to patch up, and I need to do something. There's a little gap under there in the corner, which you can see if you get right down. But yeah, I've just given this a base coat of sort of concretey colour, but we got the ballasting done. That's going to go approximately there, and I've started sort of getting some kind of level for this terrain, because there's a big dip under this bit, and this is just a reasonably flat car park sort of area. It was all going so well. I've had a bit of a DAPL signals disaster. So I drilled the hole and put it through. I lashed the wires up temporarily just to test that the signal worked. Now with the DAPL signals, you get the red and black wire, and you just connect that to the power source, leave it permanently connected, and then simply by touching the yellow wires together, you briefly touch them and then it flips the signal one way, and you briefly touch them again and it flips them another. Now you can either wire a switch up to these yellow wires, or you can wire them to some kind of DCC decoder. I was planning to try it with the Cobalt point motor I've got over here, so that when I flipped the point one way, the signal would be danger, and when I flipped it the other way, it would go green and let the trains go. So literally I've soldered these red and black wires to my DCC bus, my red and black wires on the DCC bus to give it the power, and you just leave it on. And as you can see, and this is where the disaster comes in, I'd glued it all down and put ballast over, but I completely forgot that it's actually moved by this metal arm that you can see in the middle, and I'd put glued ballast over the bottom bit there, and it was sort of blocking the metal arm. And I think basically what's happened is, as soon as I flipped the signal, it's broke the mechanism inside. So what I did was, and this is where it gets worse, I got the other signal, and I thought I'll just unscrew this bottom bit to have a little look how it fits together. But it kind of snapped, because it's not actually screwed on, it's glued on, and it's glued on for a good reason, because when you take it off, basically this little spring comes off, and that needs to be, I think, permanently glued to this black bit in here, and that spins round and spins this round, tightens the spring, which has a bar in the middle of it, and that sort of winds up the spring to raise and lower the arm. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I've now got two broken DAPL signals, because I can't get the one I looked at back together, and this one doesn't seem to be firing at all anymore unless I turn the whole power to the layout off, and I doubt very, very much whether I can get either of them back working again. And they were about £25 each, so not entirely happy at the moment, but I have learned a lesson, a rather expensive lesson. Well, I should have probably cut my losses at this point and just ripped this out and just put the good one in, but instead I've now got two broken signals. So what do? I mean, one idea I've had is to just put this back down for now, just set it to safe, set it to green. What's the word? Is it signal at danger? And then when it's green, it's what? Is it signal safe? Is it proceed? Is it green? Let me know in the comments if you know. I'm definitely not an expert on signalling. But yeah, I might just glue this back down, to be honest, and then when I've got some money to replace them, I'll sort of re-motorise them, if you like, just buy 2 new ones. And I might glue this in. I can certainly drill, this is for the other end of the platform, I can drill a hole for this ready and just glue this in place again, just leave it at green, and yeah, learn my lesson for next time. Oh well. Well, we're definitely back in the swing of things now. Let me take you through that sort of burst of progress. So this bit of Celotex, by the way, is just to put across here to stop the cat. That's my temporary solution for stopping the cat from trampling all over that bit of the layout. I've had another go at certain bits of the static grass to tidy that up, but I have run out now, so that's stopped me on that bit. But if we back up a little bit, you can see the edge now looks a little bit more professional. Just got some bit of bendy board that was lying around in the shed and thought why not use that to tidy the edge up. So I'll just pop some filler in these gaps, and when I get some more static grass I can level it all up and make it look neater. So starting from this end of Arley, we've got some more trees. These are the seafoam trees that I've been using before, and there's the buildings nestling under the trees there. We've got the signal back in place. We've got the signal box glued down. We've set up, this isn't the actual coach that's there in real life, but it's the closest I've got at the moment. But that's kind of a prototypical-ish setup for what would be there. We got the fence ready and painted, but I'm not going to stick it down yet because I haven't got, I need to put platform lights where these nails are. So that's what the nails represent, but obviously if I'm drilling down there I'm going to ruin the fence, destroy the fence, so I'll leave that for now. And finally on the platform I've also ordered some benches, so until the lights and the benches come I can't really do anything more on there. But we've got a bit of a hedgerow along here now, and of course we've got 3 little corrugated iron sheds that you saw being built. So they're just my usual card wrapped in paper type buildings, and they go there. And really pleased with the cafe and how that's turned out. Again, card wrapped in brick paper, and that goes around about there. What else have we done? Just done a quick bit of grass on here. Oh, and I've drilled a hole ready for the signal, so that signal's ready to go as well. And this just represents where a fence will go. Again, the nail means there's going to be a light there, but I'm not going to put the fence in until the lights arrive. And just done a little bit more grass, and we've got a bit more road in place that'll carry on down to there, and a little bit more bush there. And I've just sort of landscaped this with a bit more Woodland Scenic shaper sheet and a bit more shaper sheet plaster, so that now gives a nice valley down that bit. But yeah, I think that's quite a good lot of progress in a relatively short amount of time. So I'll carry on with that. I'll get some more static grass. Obviously the next big thing to do, this represents the length of the Arley station building. So one more building to do I think for Arley, but it is a big one. It's the whole station building. So I'm going to try, this was kind of the warm-up for that. So I've got all the photographs and plans that I need for that, so that's going to be a big one. So I'll have a crack at that next time I think, see how it goes. But yeah, happy with that. I hope you enjoyed the update. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon.